Go.
Hi, you guys. This is Kiana coming at you again today. I'm a little tired, so if you see me a little down, that's the reason why. I just got in, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and get it over with and make my homemade chili. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Um, it's a few ingredients that you're going to need, and I'll tell you that while I'm dicing up my celery, onion, and carrot. Okay? You're going to need some tomato sauce. Do not use a cheap one. Try to use a good one because that is the main, besides the meat, that's the main thing that you're going to taste. So you're going to need a good tomato sauce. As for me, I use just some Prego because it was buy one, one free. So I use that as well as you can use a tomato paste. Doesn't have to be any specific brand. You just need 1 can of that. You're going to need two spaghetti sauces. So 2 spaghetti sauces, 1 can of tomato paste. You're going to also need some chili powder. Now you can use the kits that they have, the seasoning kits. It's usually in a taco aisle. Or you can use the like 5-alarm chili kits or whatever. Whatever floats your boat, basically, or whatever's on sale, that's what I would say. As for me, it's more economical if I just buy at like a Dollar Tree or whatever seasoning that's already it's already in a I don't even know what it's at right now. Oh, here it is. Like this. And this is just pure regular chili powder. Okay, so I bought this. Already had it. You're gonna need some garlic powder. Of course, if you want to add any salt, you really don't need that much. Just be mindful of it. You're going to need a little bit of salt. If you want some crushed peppers, you can. That depends on who you're feeding. If it's children, also depends on who can handle heat or not. But you can actually add heat at the end of the dish individually as you plate it. That's what I'm going to do because I am feeding children as well as daddy, and he really doesn't do the heat too much. So what I did was I bought sliced jalapenos, and what I'll do is, I'm sorry, what I'll do is as I am plating it or bowling it in this for this dish, as I'm bowling it, what I'll do is add the chili, then put some shredded cheese on top, maybe a dollop of sour cream, and then I'll top it with jalapeno. Now, I'm not going to put any onion and green pepper in my chili. What I'm going to do is saute that on the side, simply because everybody else eats it but daddy, and I just don't want him to have to eat something else again because he doesn't eat it. So I'll just have to saute that separately, put that in a separate dish. And if anybody wants it, just scoop it on top of their bowl as I'm plating it. So the celery, onion, and green pepper is going to be separate. And we're going to saute that. My meat is already done, and I only use 1 pound actually. I'm going to show you how you can stretch that meat. And if you guys remember, I did a no filler meatloaf not too long ago, and I froze it. Well, what I did was I'm going to crumble that inside of my chili, simply because that's not no fillers in it. So it's just straight plain ground beef. So that can be definitely utilized in this dish. Any leftovers you have, ladies, of like ground beef or whatever, throw it in there because it is economical. It makes your dish, you can feed more people with it, and it's a great way to get rid of the leftovers. Things like stews, chilies and stuff, you can just put that stuff down in it. Okay? So, and a lot of people don't know Wendy's. Their chili that people like sometimes to eat is simply just burgers they had the day before and they break it up. That's what Wendy's chili is. So, basically I'm doing the trick somewhat like they do and using some leftover meatloaf that I have and crumble that in there as well. Okay? Now this is a dish that's not going to take that long, but it's a dish that you want to just put it on low and let it simmer, as with any other stews that you may pick. So it's a great dish to just, if, like today I'm, not feeling too well. So it's a great dish to just go ahead and get it over with, fix the main ingredients, put it all in the pot, let it simmer, and walk away, just, relax and watch the TV or whatever. As far as the ratio of vegetables, I use 2 stalks of celery. I use 1 green pepper and 1.5 medium-sized onion. I use only 1 pound of ground beef. I'm going to use 1 can of chili beans, but you can use whatever beans you like. I'm going to use 1 pack of Mexican shredded cheese. And I purchased these little toppings at the store just now. They're called tortilla strips. They're normally $2.99, and I got them for 2 for $3. And then it had a coupon on some that was 60 cents off. Now this one didn't have a coupon, but I just snatched it off the other one, and I got these for 80 cents. So you can top this on top of your chili with your sour cream and your cheese, or you can use some tortilla products. Now this is usually expensive. I usually stay away from these, but they were on sale today and I had a coupon, so I got these for like $1.49 and usually like $3.99 a box bag. They're much fresher than your average tortilla chips, and they're kind of thicker. So, like I said, I already did a shortcut because before I filmed, I just went ahead and ground up my ground beef. In a second, I'm just going to go ahead and chop up my meatloaf. Then we're going to open our cans of chili, put our seasonings in, and then let it rest, let it simmer. So the next video is not a long drawn out video. The next video is actually going to be of me actually plating it. So like I said, this is not something that's going to be time consuming at all. A little bit of cooking oil in that, and then saute that. Now we're moving on to adding our leftover meatloaf. Again, this is meatloaf with no filler, so it's the same as the other ground beef that I already picked. You can actually look back on this video where I made this meatloaf with no fillers. I think it was called Down Home Cooking or Comfort Food. I think that's what it was called, Comfort Food. You want to definitely make sure you chop it up though. But as you're letting it simmer, you can come past and just chop it up even more. Okay, you guys, Daddy's the cameraman. Nene's not here right now, so I'm gonna stop this video. I'll continue just to show you that you add, like I said, you just want to add your beans, your seasonings, and your salt. Thank you, rate, subscribe, comment. Love you.